Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hasn't really moved much today, but so far has followed the proposed microstructure. We're still watching if the market can generate a 5-wave pattern to the upside. It's, of course, we're now at this tipping point where the market ideally would form one more high for a solid 5-wave move to the upside, but we haven't done it yet, right? So let me explain to you in detail what I shared already throughout the afternoon on Discord. Now, what we're dealing with is potentially, obviously, this larger correction that started on the 17th. Was it the 17th? Here. No, the correction started, in December, didn't it? So, yeah, this correction on the 17th of December, which started then, that is complete. I mean, that's one of the possible scenarios, which, to be honest, has become more likely with that break above the green line. We talked about that yesterday, with a potential 5-wave move down in wave C, which completed the minimum requirements for that correction. And so also we had a possible 5-wave move up from here. That was around the 30th of December, right? So this was also a potential 5-wave move up. But the move now starts from a more favorable position. So it starts from a clean lower low position, which is typically the better position to start a reversal from. So that's good. That's sort of, that might shift probabilities a little bit towards that blue scenario. Then obviously with the blue scenario, all the downside movements completed, at least the minimum requirements. It hasn't quite reached the 100% extension. I mean, that would have been perfect at 87,480. But I think yesterday someone told me that it actually did it on the MACD chart or on some futures charts. Not on this index chart, but okay, we are dealing with a volatile market. Overall, what we're now watching for then is a 5-wave move up for a potential reversal. Now, that 5-wave move is needed for a first confirmation that actually a low has been established. So at the moment, we're only observing this. We're only watching this. We're watching the signals. What I said to you in the last video was that the market could have already formed 5 waves. I mean, I can visually, from that swing low that formed on Monday, I can visually count 1, 2, 3. Actually, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's not an ideal 5-wave structure. I mean, that's okay, that's valid, but it's not an ideal 5-wave structure. I could also call that 3 waves. With, however, one more high that should reach around 98 to 99K in that blue target zone there, I would really struggle to call that a 3-wave move, right? So this would be a clearer, more convincing, more compelling 5-wave pattern. If you're now wondering, what's all this about with those 5-wave structures? Well, with the 5-wave move up, we have an indication the trend is going up because in its very simple form, it's a higher high, higher low series, and a more convincing higher high and higher low series is going to be, created with one more high. And that's precisely what we want to see for some confirmation, which means ideally the price pushes just a little bit higher to get to that 98K level, 98 to 99K. And I highlighted to you in the previous video that we have a small trading area, support area, trend reversal area, whatever, call it, just a pivot that is needed on the chart to indicate where the price should turn around from an internal pullback in a wave 4 and start that wave 5. And that happened exactly where it needed to today in wave 4 in this support region. And we could be in wave 5 now, but it just hasn't done it yet. It hasn't done it yet. So I keep this support area on the chart. So ideally the price holds above 94,244 as long as we don't have 5 waves yet. Okay, what happens if it breaks below it? Well, then I would say maybe we already have a 5-wave move up, but it would be an ugly one. Okay, it would be an ugly one. So that means I don't really trust it then. With 5 waves up, if we get that one more high, I can say, okay, 5 up. The next pullback should form a higher low. So then we have probabilities on our side. If it breaks support now, well, we can still watch this support area down here between 90,956 and 93,212. But support can hold, of course, in this case. But it's not that it should hold. Do you know the difference? It's one is what should happen. The other one is just like, anything can happen, right? It would still be a support area to watch. So, I can call it 5 waves already. It's just not very clear. So I would prefer one more high. But as I said, if it breaks support now, it is going to be less clear. Probabilities are going to be less clear. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if at that point support will break. Okay, also the lower one. For downside continuation then in that case. So this is definitely interesting now. I hope we get one more high. It would be good for the altcoins, right? Some altcoins have already formed 5 waves up, like I said it earlier today on Discord, like Dogecoin, for example. But we need to understand that the market has moved in the last few weeks only in corrective patterns. So we need to understand what kind of context we're dealing with. And some of these movements have introduced some complexity. So we have to prepare for further shifts in microstructures. But for now, we'll see if the market can hold 94,244. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.